Hey, everybody. Welcome to a review of this month's book group from the SCTCC library. So for January 2022, we were looking at culinary arts books and kind of focusing on the cookbooks. So this was one of the books that we discussed here. This is called Bavel, and I believe I'm pronouncing that right. This is modern recipes inspired by the Middle East. Now, I will say I did not have much experience any experience with Middle Eastern cooking and not much with Middle Eastern cuisine beyond just obviously hummus. But this was so nice, so convenient. Look at those pictures that you can see. It just makes it really easy. So if you like Greek food or other kinds of Mediterranean cuisine, Italian, this is another area that you may want to think about branching into. So we also shared the Complete Idiot's Guide to Dehydrating Food. Now, a lot of us in Minnesota are outdoor people. We go camping, we go hiking, we go outside and do all sorts of fun things. This gives you a little bit of information just about how to dehydrate, what to look for. No fancy pictures really, but it's simple, it's easy. It makes dehydrating your own food, which can be very expensive. If you buy a Mountain House meal to take hiking with you and you just spent $15 on it, maybe you could have made it a little cheaper. This is my cooking speed right here. 200 best sheet pan meals. Now, I like this because if you aren't familiar with that term sheet pan cooking, it's essentially you take your sheet pan and you just cut things up and you throw everything onto it. Look how easy this is. It's a one-page recipe. I love that with recipes. They do have a few pictures, so you do have a few things that you can kind of admire and see. But for those of us who, especially it's cold outside right now, it's Minnesota, it will be cold again. If you're just looking for something that's not really difficult to make, sheet pan cooking, that's the one for you. Now, of course, we are in Minnesota and our culinary arts students want to always be using the fresh local ingredients. That always makes your food better. So this is the Minnesota Farmers Market Cookbook. I like this because again, it's got a lot of, just nice pictures, nice things that you can see. It's not overly complicated. It doesn't talk about a lot of things that are going to be difficult to make. So this is the simple green bean salad and charred long beans with olives on this side. So yeah, I confess I wouldn't have thought of that, but now I'm thinking about it pretty strongly. So when it's time for your garden to really start producing, or if you belong to a CSA and you start getting a lot of fresh food, or you just like to go to farmers markets, which is always a nice thing, support your local farmers. This would be a good cookbook for you to check out and maybe see what else is good for you. All right, this one was one that I found here, and I just think this is such a treasure. This is the Sous Chef's Indigenous Kitchen Cookbook. Again, though, this was a James Beard Foundation, a book award winner, the James Beard Awards. You're always going to be in the right place with that. So I will say some of this is a little bit more complicated, but not overly so. So sorrel sauce makes 1.5 cups. That doesn't seem very hard other than I don't think I've ever bought sorrel. I'm not sure where I would go to get that. So if you are in the culinary arts department, maybe send us an email and let me know where the best place to go. Oh, wild rice pudding. So Minnesotan, so many of our tribes here are involved in the growing, the raising, the producing, the sharing of wild rice and wild rice products. So this is not specifically, obviously not specifically just set in Minnesota, but a lot of the material would be, again, that kind of local Minnesota ingredients, things that you could get locally. So take all of these things, take these ideas. We have so many more things for you at the library. So if you haven't already checked out our culinary arts program, they do have regular cooking sessions where you can buy their food and enjoy it. If you're thinking about the culinary arts program, please get in touch with them. And yeah, I don't think you can go wrong there. We have a lot more material here that will also support students who are in culinary arts or students who are in any other program at SCTCC. The library, we're here to make sure that everybody finds the information that they need and that they, have the success that they need to really have a good experience while they're here. All right. Thanks so much for coming. Bye-bye.